Hey everybody, it's Jay Monroe. Just wanted to take a moment to stop by to chat with you just for a few minutes. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just thought that I would just share a little bit of something with you today before I move forward with the rest of the things that are on my plate today. As some of you may know, I am a career coach, and what that means is I assist my clients with developing skills and strategies that are going to help them to be successful in transitioning to completely new careers or helping them to be able to excel in their current career and profession or even transitioning from working for someone else into becoming an entrepreneur and working for themselves. I also work with students on the university level who are pursuing degrees and with a passion of working in a particular kind of industry. And I've been doing this for quite some time. And with that being said, there's a lot of things that I've seen and noticed as far as deficiencies in my clients, particularly when it comes to the interview process. They're a little weak in some areas, and more areas is more common than the others. And one of the things that I do is I help them by interview coaching them on how to perform better in the interviews. Now, this is not to say that they're not skilled and they're not talented. It just means that they just need to sharpen up and tighten up a little bit on the way that they present in the actual interview. One of the main things that I noticed over the time that I've been doing this is that most job interviewees and applicants have a hard time marketing and promoting themselves for the particular position or the particular organization that they want to work for. And this has really, really caused them some problems. It could actually cause them to lose an opportunity. And like I said, it's not that they don't have the skills and qualifications. They just don't know how to articulate it to the employer when they are actually in the interview. And one of the reasons why is because they have not done a proper assessment of their skills and their qualities and all the things and the assets that they have that they can bring to that employer. So if you don't really know what your skills and qualifications are, it's going to be hard for you to be able to convince an employer that you're the qualified candidate that they're looking for. So one of the things I definitely do with them is I do a skills assessment with them, helping them to identify all of their skills, which will mean their hard skills and soft skills, transferable skills and job-specific skills. You do have more than one skill set, and it's very important for you to know what they are and how they will be beneficial to a particular employer. The second thing that goes along with not being able to properly market and promote themselves for these positions that they're trying to get, or the promotion, or just trying to go and transfer to a completely different employer, is they don't know how to connect their personal story with the job that they are trying to get. For example, one of the most common questions that an employer or an interviewer might ask is, why do you want to work for us? People give a lot of the same basic, mediocre type of answers and responses to this. And quite frankly, employers are so unimpressed. They can go through a day of interviewing and hear the same responses over and over again. Nothing uniquely stands out to separate one candidate from the other. It's almost like they've been interviewing the same person repeatedly. Well, one of the things that I do with my clients is I try to help them to develop very unique responses, very impressive responses to a question like that. And the way that I do that is I advise them to connect a personal story to their interest in that particular field and to that particular company so that they can make a connection. When you do this, it shows that you have a genuine interest in working for that company, because things that you can connect to, you seem to care about them a little bit more. And if you care about it a little bit more, you will probably perform in it a little bit more. So I advise my clients to find that story that they have within them, because we all do have one, that's going to connect with that particular job that they're applying to, and explain to the employer how that is what led them into be interested in whatever their respective careers or industries are. You need to be able to paint a picture broad enough that the employer can actually visualize you working and performing well in that position for them. But it's up to the job applicant to be able to paint that picture and tell that story. So whenever you're given an opportunity to do that, you definitely need to be able to do a good job of that. Now, it does take some time and some practice, but again, if you do a skills assessment and you sit down and you really, really think about all the things that you have to contribute, all the things that make you fabulous and an awesome job candidate, and figure out how to tie that into those common interview questions that are generally asked, then it will help you to get through an interview more smoothly. It will show you as more qualified. It also helps boost your confidence level as well when you know that you have an awesome response to some of these questions. Now, you will never be able to anticipate every question that an interviewer will ask you, but it's not going to hurt you at all to be able to come up with some responses for those that are typically asked in most of them. And I do help my clients with uncovering and unearthing those kind of questions that are specific to a specific kind of industry as well. But that takes a lot of one-on-one coaching, and I do that with them as well. So I just wanted to share that with you all. If you are preparing for interviews, have things coming up that you know that you're going to be applying for, take the time to do a skills assessment. Identify every skill that you have that is directly related to the position that you are going to be applying for, as well as those skills that may be indirectly related, and figure out how to tie them in. And also develop your story that's going to connect to that position, to that industry, and that employer. And you need to be able to articulate that to the employer. Trust me, they will be impressed. So until next time, make every day count. This is Jay Monroe, and I will be speaking with you soon. Have a fabulous day.